welcome to What We Wrote. I am Emma.
And I'm Esme.
We are two friends who have been writing together for decades. In this podcast, we go back and read some of our terrible teen writing in all of its angsty and melodramatic glory.
Yeah.
I mean, we have definitely touched on the angst.
It was angsty.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was about it.
Yeah, it was a bit boring.
Nothing much else happened.
No.
She
A lot
just
of
walked around.
Interiority
Yeah.
of Corey's thoughts
Yes.
in this last,
Which
that
is
last chapter.
fascinating and what everyone wanted more of. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it very much feels like I don't know how to show this character is having an emotional response to something without just writing it.
And also, we attempted to seed in our plot by having, I think, Corey be like, hey, what's up with all the... Vari? Yeah, like, hey, what's up with all those messages? And Corey being like, I don't know. And that was that.
That was it, yeah. There was a lot of...
That was us seeding in the plot.
Very truncated attempts at conversation.
Yeah.
Like, it very much felt like Corey would say, so, what about this? Vari would give an answer and they both go,
cool.
Yup.
Yeah. And end of conversation.
End of conversation.
Yeah.
And then sit in silence for a bit.
Yeah.
And then Corey would go, so what about this?
Yeah. Yeah. It was very awkward.
Deeply awkward.
Deeply awkward. And I think it's also like Corey is so desperate.
Yeah. Yes.
So desperate for Vari's friendship. And Vari is kind of like, okay.
Yeah.
Like she doesn't seem particularly against it, but she's certainly not as for it as Corey is.
Yeah, and it doesn't feel like their relationship is like has any genuine feeling in it.
No.
Right? So it very much feels like Corey wants a friend, and so she's decided that Vari is her
she's
friend.
like imprinted on Vari like a baby duck.
But I don't think she actually likes Vari.
No.
And I don't think that Vari really likes her.
No.
So it's like that's not a friendship.
That's just a relationship of convenience, really.
Well, it's
like,
just two people who kind of know each other.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah.
And yeah, the only really thing of note that happened in that chapter was that they went to the bar together.
Yeah.
Bran
ditched them almost
immediately.
And then came back just to say, can you get rid of her?
Yeah, can you
basically?
take Corey home?
Which is, ouch.
Ouch.
That's a dick
It is a
move.
real dick move. That's not nice.
You're a dick, Bran.
Yeah.
Gary was right. You should have listened to Gary.
Yeah, I guess we should have listened to Gary.
Yeah.
Gaza.
Yeah.
So, alright, well...
Let's find out if anything happens in this chapter.
Yeah.
Shall we?
Another one, perhaps, will go by with literally nothing
Literally
happening.
nothing. Let's just see, shall we?
Musical interlude.
Alright. Chapter 11. Vari. I walked briskly, unable to help the small smile that spread on my face.
What are you smirking about?
It had been very entertaining, watching Corey splutter over the flaws in mine and Bran's relationship.
Well,
we call them flaws?
And was she spluttering?
Yes.
I mean, she was spluttering when, like, Vari asked her if she had feelings for Bran. But she just kept going, are you sure this doesn't bother you? Are you sure this doesn't bother you?
Are you sure?
Are you sure?
Are you sure? Yeah.
She was less incredulous and just, like, confused, I think.
Yes. I knew she thought of us as an item, but I didn't think she could grasp the concept of friends with benefit, and I was loath to explain it to her.
Really? Why?
She's not a mother. My mind wandered to other topics, such as what Bran had wanted to show me. I could guess as to what would happen after, but I was still curious as to where he'd take me.
What? Did we know about this?
Yeah, that's why Bran asked her to get rid of Corey. He wanted to show her something.
Oh, I thought you wanted to go home with Blonde Girl.
Yeah, no. Hey, Vari, you want to take Corey home? I wanted to take you to see ... somewhat. Yeah.
Oh, okay. God, I really glazed over that.
Yeah.
Well, I was too busy thinking about what a dick move that was, to be honest. I don't think I really processed anything like after take Corey home. And then Vari followed that up with, you wouldn't want to get raped again, so, you know, that little piece of information really slipped through the cracks. Okay, alright, so we're picking up directly after she's left.
Yeah, so she's deposited Corey, she's deposited a duty,
dropped her home,
and is on her way back to Bran, I think.
Okay.
I sighed in resolution. It couldn't be anywhere worse than the sand. I giggled quietly to myself
Oh my god.
as that passed my mind.
You know what? You blamed me for making her psychotic, but I think she's worse in your chapters.
I quickened my step a bit, coming out of my reverie. Okay. I turned into the lane where the tavern was found and ran ahead. I turned into the lane where the tavern was found and ran headlong into a tall shadow.
Okay.
The air was knocked from my lungs briefly as I reeled back. Yeah, or a bad dude.
Yeah.
Whoops, I laughed breathless. Sorry, I said before brushing my unruly red hair back out of my face. None of these girls own a brush.
Apparently not.
And looking up at my shadow. My shadow?
My shadow?
Is the shadow?
It's not actually your shadow. Your shadow will be on the ground behind you.
Yeah. It's not my shadow yet.
Yet.
He stepped forward into the flickering light of the street lamp.
No, there's not. There's just not. There simply is not street lamps.
No, and they're gaslit?
No.
Yep.
Especially not in the laneway
Of a
that
pub.
you just turned down.
Oh, yes.
This game.
And I found myself once more mesmerised by the striking blue eyes of Cain.
Were you ever mesmerised by his eyes? I thought you hated him on sight.
I did. I can still think he's pretty.
I don't think you did though.
Mm-hmm.
Or did we just lose that because we're too busy imagining him as...
Yeah, no, I think she thought he was handsome.
Okay.
Nice to see you in your natural state, he said coolly. His dirty blonde eyebrow raised skepticism.
Why is he skeptical of that? You can't
Well,
just...
I suppose he saw her very differently initially. He doesn't know that she's actually, like, a stable hand, street rat.
Yes, he does.
Does he?
Yes, he accused her of that multiple times in the time when they were fighting with each
He
other.
accused her of that. I don't think he actually knew that, did he?
I mean, he was going to arrest her for thievery because he didn't believe that her dress could be hers.
That's right, yes.
So I feel like he probably knew.
I raised both my eyebrows, biting the inside of my cheek, and put my hands on my hips. Like I'm currently doing. Oh, and then there's a lot of scribbled out
Jesus.
stuff.
Oh, yeah. That's like a whole line and a half of scribble.
Yeah.
Can you see what you said?
No.
You've done a good job.
I've done a very good job. I really didn't want anyone to know.
Your sins.
Oh, you must feel right at home here. But the whorehouse is up that road there. Perhaps you'll feel better there.
What? Wait, what? Huh? Did she say... She said you should feel right at home here.
Yeah, but the whorehouse is up the road, so maybe you'll feel better there.
Why would she's... No. Oh, no. I love you. I do. I love you. But you can't come up right now.
I know.
I'm
Terrible. Yeah. I don't get, like, I get the whorehouse jab. I don't get what she's trying to say about saying, like, I bet you feel at home here. Like, Because it's a tavern, maybe? He's a drunkard?
Okay. Based on zero evidence.
I retorted sharply. Cain jerked his head to the side in a satisfying, surprised manner.
How dare you!
I say!
Good one.
Good heavens! Oh.
Oh no.
You speak rather freely for a girl of your rank, Cain replied blankly.
Oh god, yeah, okay.
Yeah, we know where that's from.
Yep.
Go away. Sit. Yeah. I narrowed my eyes slightly, noting the emotionless tone of his voice. Okay, I don't know. I merely speak what should be said, I answered him, jutting at my chin in defence. He took a step towards me and looked down at me. My chin fell back into place.
Was she
jutted
it out, so
she's
okay. Totally?
Totally. My chin fell back into place as I noticed how tall he was, how short I was, and how isolated we were. Perhaps you should run back to your brothel. I'm sure you have many customers, he said. Oh, that was him. I thought that was her.
Oh, okay. So
perhaps
that that makes a lot more sense. If he's saying
she's a
whore.
Yeah. No, she said that
Oh, so she said...
She said the whorehouse thing originally.
Right.
But now he's turned it back. He's done the flippity-flopsy and turned it back on her.
Yeah, okay, sure.
Perhaps you should run back to your brothel. I'm sure you have many customers, he said, his voice low and taut.
I mean, you could take that as a compliment.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks, I know I'm hot.
He took a step closer, closing the distance between us. I looked up at him and raised my brow, grinning at him. Oh. I'm not sure to take that as an insult or a compliment, I stated. Kane opened his mouth to reply, but was interrupted by a loud shout from behind him. Vari, I've been looking for you. Oh.
Brennan?
Yep. Shouted Bran, staggering towards us.
Oh, he's drunk now, isn't he?
Apparently.
Didn't take long.
No, lightweight. I saw Kane turn away from me, hand on hilt. I sighed in relief, thankful for the interruption. Kane turned back to me, eyebrow raised. I smiled sweetly back at him and stepped lightly around him and went over to Bran. We don't have to describe every single movement.
Just say, oh god.
And then in the brackets, in the margins, I've got, remember, Vari says ye. She doesn't have to. You can let that go.
You can let that go.
It's fine.
You know what?
We can do without it.
We can totally do without the accent.
We can do without it.
Let that go. Let it slip quietly into the night.
Yeah. Anyway, yeah, stepped lightly around him and went over to Bran. How can you get this drunk in that short a time? I whispered fiercely.
Good point.
Yeah, as he took me by the elbow. I'm not. I figured he was less likely to challenge me if I were drunk, he whispered to me, as he steered me down the street.
Alright.
His words weren't slurred and he wasn't swaying, so I took his word for it. Kane fell for it, and that was the main thing. I turned back at the thought of him, but the corner was empty, and not a shadow moved.
Not even yours?
No. The boat.
The boat?
The boat.
The boat.
It's in the margins. I don't know what it means. Anyway, we've got a time jump.
Alright. Are we not going to find out what Bran wanted to show up? Was it his dick?
I think it was, but we'll see. We fell into silence as I followed him, my curiosity rising with each step.
Okay, that didn't need a time jump.
No.
It's literally like 10 seconds later.
Yep.
Okay.
It's a scene, like, it's like in TV where you just...
Yeah, it's a commercial break.
Yeah, it's a commercial break.
Yeah.
We interrupt this podcast.
We don't have any sponsors.
No, we don't have any sponsors. Do you want to sponsor us? Because this is where it will go. Hey, we could actually do that every time there's like a break. Yeah, we put that in. So if you want to sponsor us.
Nobody wants that. You never know. Fucking hate ads and podcasts.
If you've got a bookshop, we'll advertise it for you.
As long as you advertise us too.
Yeah. Alright, we fell into silence as I followed him, my curiosity rising with each step. I knew this surprise wasn't what I had originally expected it to be.
Which was his neck?
I think so, yes. Brad was acting too serious for that.
Okay.
Almost nervous. Oh god, is he going to propose?
God.
I frowned at him in puzzlement as we walked out of the Citadel gates and started to head down the winding road that led to the docks.
Penny, no. Absolutely the fuck not. That one's very loud.
Come on, baby. Let's go through the bedroom.
You've decided that you're done being a good girl for today.
She's been very good.
She has been very good.
Let's go. Hey, come here. Come. Come here. Shit.
Penny.
Can you sit? Yeah, no, you're sitting.
She's like, oh, I'm in trouble now. I just want to note, like, this is, again, a thing that comes up a lot in unexperienced writers, but if you're just walking along beside somebody and you suddenly just turn to them and frown, like, that's kind of an odd thing to do.
Mm.
Yeah, if you're just walking along, you go...
Yeah, that makes the other person go, what?
Like,
yeah.
It's just kind of like... It's a, I must be doing something with my face.
Although she did say she's following him, so maybe she's slightly behind him.
It's still I feel like it's still an odd thing to do. Like, even if I'm walking along having, like, serious thoughts, like, I feel like I'm not going, Yeah.
Alright. Where was I? I frowned at him in puzzlement as we walked out of the Citadel gates and started to head down the winding road that led to the docks and the vast plains that stretched north. Question mark?
Wait, what?
Wood.
So there's docks now?
Yep.
Where are they in relationship to the beach?
I don't know. Northwood. Although the plains are northwood.
I was going to say the plains are northwood, aren't
Plains
they?
are north.
Like this, unless the city is on a promontory, which like I don't think it is, then there's only like probably maximum 2 sides of it that can be on the water.
Yeah.
And one of them's a beach. Like I don't know. I have a picture in my head of what, like I'm kind of picturing like a cliff with the Citadel on top, and it goes down, and at the bottom of the cliff there's kind of like a beach. But on all the other sides is land.
Land.
Where the fuck are the docks?
Yeah. Maybe it's like up the beach. I don't know. I don't think we thought about it that hard.
I need maps, girl.
Yeah. The map doesn't help. I couldn't think of anything interesting in either of those places. Bran, where are you taking me? I asked finally, trying not to let my frustration show through. Bran's sideway glance and grin told me I'd failed.
What?
Well, he knows she's frustrated.
Oh, okay. Right.
We reached the bottom of the road where...
Bottom of the road.
The bottom of the road where... That was a terrible rhyme. Where we are faced with a fork in the road.
Suddenly in present tense.
Yeah.
And also, like, the fuck's the bottom of the road? You mean the bottom of the hill?
I don't know. One led to the docks, the other to the plains. Yes. Okay.
So,
we took the left fork and headed towards the dock. I frowned as I walked. Just go with it. I frowned as I
don't want to.
I frowned as I walked. Curiosity burning a hole in my pocket. That's not what that phrase means. What's your curiosity doing in your pocket? I hadn't been to the docks in a long time. Not since... My stomach lurched and I stiffened as I walked.
Your father died?
I assume so. Closing my eyes.
Someone died.
Someone died. Closing my eyes and concentrating on forgetting. I opened my eyes once more and saw Bran looking at me intently. I grinned at him briefly, raising my brows in a gesture saying, "Tell me or die."
That's very expressive eyebrows.
How do you do that?
Yeah, what does tell me or die eyebrows look like?
He simply chuckled. "We're just about there," he whispered. I raised my eyebrows again. My eyebrows are doing a lot of work.
They're doing a lot of heavy lifting here.
We're whispering? I asked. Bran nodded, but didn't take his eyes off the road.
What's happening?
I suddenly became alert, sensing Bran's secrecy just now, and realizing that we weren't meant to be here.
At the docks?
Oh, yes.
The public docks?
Yeah.
The docks where the dock workers dock?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait here, he whispered, before squeezing my upper arm briefly in reassurance.
So did you just leave us standing in the middle of, like, the road?
Before
Where
I
we're
could
not meant to be?
Before I could even protest, he had disappeared amongst the boats. Amongst the many boats.
How did he manage that?
I don't know. I sighed. I sighed as loudly as I dared and wandered to the edge of the dock. Like here, immediately moves away.
While huffing and puffing, like... That's how I feel reading this book.
I sighed as loudly as I dared and wandered to the edge of the dock. I looked out over the ocean, admiring the reflection of the moon against the quiet waves and ripples of the sea. I closed my eyes and let in a deep, salty scent of the air, tingling my nostrils as it flowed soothingly into my lungs.
It's a needlessly long way to say that.
And for the first time in what seemed like an age, I let my memories come flooding in.
Oh, we're going to have a flashback, are we?
So then we've got little brackets that says italics. So this is all in italics.
You know, she had these memories like 3 days ago.
Yeah.
When she was sitting with Corey getting her hair did.
Well, we had some memories. You didn't have all the memories.
Yeah, but she's saying like I haven't remembered this in.
Well, I think she's saying that she's willingly remembering it this time rather than like it being forced up. No. The sun shone brightly as if bounced off. The sun shone brightly as if bounced off the rocking waves and into my eyes, making my childish face squint to avoid the brightness of it as I ran down to the docks, my mother following me, more slowly, but only a little. That was all one sentence.
Jesus Christ. Also, as if it were being bounced off the waves, or was it actually being bounced off the waves?
Well, the law of reflection says that it actually
was
is. Yeah.
actually bouncing off the waves. It didn't just seem like it was.
Yeah. It was. Yeah.
That's what was happening here. Oh, God.
I skidded to a halt when I ran out of dock and waited eagerly, my eyes scanning the horizon, waiting for the white sails to grace the small lagoon. And italics.
Lagoon?
Yes, it's a lagoon
It's
now.
not the ocean.
It's a lagoon.
It's a lagoon.
The dock's in a lagoon. So maybe it's like a little bit up. Like maybe we've been walking for a while.
Yeah, maybe. That seems inconvenient for trade.
Yeah. I jumped and only just resisted a squeak of surprise when Bran grabbed hold of my upper arm.
Oh, we're back in the real world now?
Yeah, we've entered the italics.
Okay.
I sighed with relief when I recognised him and opened my mouth to give him a stern telling off, but he shook his head and raised a finger to his lips as his other hand slid down my wrist to tow me along behind him.
You know, I don't feel like docks are traditionally a very quiet place.
Because it's night time. Everyone would be asleep.
Would they?
Why wouldn't they?
Well, I don't know. I just feel like, firstly, it can't be that late. I mean, they left at dusk.
Yeah.
They were in the bar for about 3 minutes.
Yeah.
Vari walked Corey back up the hill, walked back down, now they're here.
Yeah. Well, I feel like I've been walking for a while.
Surely no more than an hour. Like, absolute maximum. In which case, it's like, I don't know,
it's
7 o'clock.
a sleepy town though, and it's like
It's
the
not
town.
a sleepy town. It's a citadel. It's the main city.
Yeah, but like they don't have electricity, remember? So they go to bed when the sun goes down.
They have gas lamps in the street, apparently. And I don't think sailors are like I don't know, early to bed. You know, especially when they're on shore leave.
I was trying to spell maneuvered.
Oh no.
A word that I still struggle with today.
Honestly, I often type that so wrong the word doesn't even bother
Exactly.
what I'm
I have
saying.
just put in every single vowel in this, basically.
all of them.
Yeah, put all the vowels in. And then I've done an asterisk into the margin and just said, I've butchered that word.
It is an extraordinary.
It is hard. Yeah, it's hard to do with spell check without it.
Maneuvered and bureaucracy. I struggle a lot
Oh
with
no,
both
I'm fine
of
with
those.
bureaucracy. But yeah, maneuvered I cannot.
It's a shocker.
I cannot.
It's too many vowels.
Yeah.
Too many vowels in one word.
Too many vowels. We maneuvered silently down the many jetties, taking what seemed like random twists and turns. Only the
I don't know if you know how jetty works.
No, I don't know what this word is. Only the all creaking of the wood. Only the all. Only the all creaking of the wood beneath their feet were heard amongst the eerie creak of the boats. I don't know.
I mean, aren't jetties usually like, I don't know, like a line of them?
Yeah.
Like you have like the dock and then the jetties jut out from the dock so that the boats can like come in and tie up next to them. Like, I don't know if there's like a maze.
Yeah,
of,
you
like...
don't want boats to be doing like right angle turns.
Well, exactly.
Yeah.
And they're not sailboats.
They're not that maneuverable.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And like, I don't know, it makes it sound like they're going down a jetty and then across and then down a jetty, and I'm like, it doesn't work that way.
It doesn't.
You can't get across them like that.
We stopped suddenly, and then Bran grabbed me by the shoulders and forcefully turned me to face a ship.
Has he brought her a boat?
Seems extreme.
It does.
It was a good-sized ship, around 170 foot long, with...
That's very specific.
How many is that? How many meters is that?
Literally no idea. Hang on. Let me
Why
Google
feet?
Because it's fantasy.
I know, but does the fantasy not have the metric system?
50 meters. That's a fair sized ship.
That is a ship, definitely a ship, not a boat.
Yes. Also, don't they traditionally like anchor further out?
Because they can't get as close.
As close.
Maybe this
It's
is why it
deep
took them.
harbour.
Yeah, that's why it took them so long to get there, because the jetty goes like 3 kilometers out into the ocean. It was a good-sized ship, around 170 feet long, with 2.5 floors. Floors.
I don't think they're called that on a boat.
No. The deck was spacious, and at the stern stood an impressive cabin, the candlelight flickering happily.
Is it still at the back?
Yeah, well,
Yes,
the cabin's
the
at the back.
bow's the
Yeah,
front.
yeah.
Well,
the
I
cabin's
was
usually at the back. Yeah.
questioning whether you got the
I
cabin
knew
in the
my
right spot.
right. Yes.
Yeah.
No, I did. I watched Pirates of the Caribbean.
Yeah, true, fair.
I knew my pirate ships. Light flickering, which is, I assume, where this is coming from.
I guess so.
Light flickering happily, illuminating the deep red curtains. Interesting.
Okay.
The main mast stood at around 120 feet.
That's
This is
also
all very specific. Do you think I researched?
I don't know.
How, like, because what would that be? Like 30 or 40 meters?
36.5 meters.
Seems
That seems very tall.
high. Yeah.
A mast usually that?
I don't know. Google how high a mast on a ship.
Okay, between 100 and 150 feet,
Oh,
apparently.
shit. There you go. I did my research.
Yeah.
The main I did have a book. Actually.
Did
now
you
that I
have
think
like one of
about
those pirate books?
it. Yeah, I did. Can't remember what it was called, but I did. And
It's
it
probably
definitely,
like piratology or
I
something
think it
like
was.
that.
Yeah. I reckon that's where I've got this.
It's extremely specific.
It is. It's weirdly accurate.
And also like information that, firstly, like that's quite a guesstimate on Vari's part. Just looking to go, yep, that's about 120 feet. And like also probably information we didn't need.
No.
It's a big ship.
It's a big ship.
That's all we need to know.
Yep.
I don't need to know how tall its mast is.
No. But boy, you're gonna know.
Yeah.
The main mast stood at around 120 feet. The cream sails No, that was me. The cream sails tucked neatly away, letting various bits of rope hang loosely, swaying gently in the breeze.
Not much.
The whole, I'm describing things.
You are.
The hull was painted an earthy green, though in most parts the paint had been peeled off, revealing a bright yellow undercoat.
Ew.
Goodness.
It's very garish.
What's an undercoat? It's not meant to be.
Even, yeah, I guess so. I don't get the impression that pirate or sailing ships were usually painted colours, were they?
Yeah, I think they were.
Were they?
Yeah.
Oh, I assume they were just, I don't know, wood coloured.
No, I think they were painted. I think the paint would have probably protected them.
Well, I assume they had like a finish on them.
Yeah.
Like
I imagine they would have painted them as well. Like, you know, if it was like the Navy, they would have painted the shit out of that shit. Made it pretty.
Yeah, this is probably not a Navy vessel though.
Well, we don't know.
Well, I suppose. It's Kane's boat.
It might be. Because he's just arrived.
Oh, and they came up the river.
Yeah.
Hey? No, surely a 150-foot ship has not come up the river.
The river.
Like, that's...
It's not a river. It's
not
just a very narrow sea.
Ocean.
Yeah.
Canal.
Between, yeah.
It's the Panama Canal.
Yeah. I let my eyes scan half-heartedly over the boat, pondering at what exactly I was supposed to be looking at.
Fair.
The boat, I assume, but yeah, it is a bit of an odd. I don't really know what Brain's doing.
No, I don't know where this is going.
I was supposed to be looking at the clouds.
The clouds.
I'm bored. I got so bored in that moment. You can just see my soul die. Anyway, the clouds moved above and the moon poked her head out once more, illuminating the side of the boat. The bright white letters on the bow.
Oh.
Bow. The bow of the boat.
Yeah.
On the bow, sparkling as they caught my eye. I could not hold back the startled gasp that escaped my lips as the words registered. The ephemeral. That's a cool name, actually.
It is. Is it supposed to mean something to us?
I whispered, my voice creaking oddly as more memories were released. Unclear.
I feel like this would hit more if
we knew.
We
more.
knew.
I wonder if it's her dad's boat.
Maybe. But wasn't he lost at sea?
Yeah. Well, she's surprised to see it.
I guess. Who's in the cabin?
Maybe he just fell overboard. Like, you can be lost at sea by just falling overboard.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true. I hope that's not the case. That's really lame.
I walked forward hesitantly and reached out, pressing my palm against the side of the ship. Usually, they're not that close.
No.
And if they are, it's a problem.
Yeah. I mean, again,
it's a ship this size anyway.
Should be out in the middle of the ocean,
Yeah.
but like, even if it is moored
to a dock.
I mean, it just wouldn't be.
Yeah.
Because
like,
it's big. Like, it's a long way up.
You have to get like pulleys and shit to get you up in there.
Yeah, well, exactly. You've got ladders and shit for that. Also, how does Bran? I do. Okay. Read on.
I think we've just got to keep going. I walked forward hesitantly and reached out, pressing my palm against the side of the ship as it bobbed gently, dancing delicately with the waves. I closed my eyes and let out a purposeful breath, feeling my heart crawl up into my throat, threatening to choke me. Goodness. A shout from behind made us both jump out of our skins, and the only reason I didn't fall was because Bran had grabbed me by the waist and hauled me back behind him.
So we're not going to find out what the boat is.
Not anytime soon. I rolled my eyes at this heroic gesture. Bitch, he just stopped you from being like drowned and smushed by a boat next to a dock.
If you fall in between the boat and the dock, you're
dead. It's not good.
You dead.
And stepped out from behind him, ignoring his pointed glare. Halt! Hands where we can see them! Shouted a tall man. His voice sounded hauntingly familiar.
Oh, fuck off. It's fucking Kane, is it? What's he doing down
here?
I don't
know. He's like taking the... Isn't he supposed to be like captain of the guard? Why is he patrolling the docks?
And also, like, wasn't he just at the pub a minute ago?
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Yes.
He was.
Halt! Hands where we can see them! Shouted a tall man, whose voice sounded hauntingly familiar.
Sorry, Dad, Baker.
He was accompanied by a shorter, older, scruffier man, limping earnestly beside him. As they got closer, I realized with sunken something. Sunken something is literally what I've written.
Oh, you've actually written that. I thought you couldn't read it.
No, I've just written something because clearly I couldn't think of the word. I didn't even try. I just put something. Sunken something. I realized with sunken something who it was.
Okay.
Sir Kane and the dockkeeper.
The dockkeeper?
Yeah.
I don't think that's a job
title. The keeper
title.
of docks.
The keeper of the docks?
Yeah.
This
is
dumb.
He's a dock master.
It's not the dockkeeper though.
Same shit.
No, it's not.
Seeing as there was nowhere to run, Bran and I waited patiently for the men to reach us. Kane's eyebrows raised briefly in recognition before settling back down into a smirk. Planning a moonlit getaway, were we? Kane asked.
Getting away from what, Kane?
Only just refraining a grin. We were just looking at the pretty boats, Vari replied, fluttering her...
Vari replied?
Yeah. Fluttering her eyelids and feigning... Which I spelt right, but I questioned it. Feigning a vacant expression and tone. Bran glared at me again before turning back to the men. She's right, in a sense.
Okay.
This here used to be her old man's boat.
Okay, so
it is a mother's boat. Bran said, gesturing to the ship.
I feel like we've had enough Vari flashbacks about her, or enough information about her dad dying at sea, that we definitely could have dropped the name of the ship in there earlier, so that when she saw it, we would have been like, oh,
yeah.
Instead of whatever the fuck this is.
Yeah, what is this?
And also,
besides cool name for a boat.
Does not make any sense that Kane is here. Why the fuck is Kane here? What is he doing at the docks?
Maybe he does have a boat down here, or maybe like he's just gone to get a, I don't know, change of clothes or something.
If the docks are an hour away from the city, or however fuck the fuck, I mean, who fucking knows?
know. Okay, don't think about it too hard.
Why are we here if not to think about it too hard?
Bran said, gesturing to me and the ship. The dockkeeper stirred at this and held his lantern aloft, shining it in our faces as Kane spoke. Nevertheless, you still have no right to be... Is that my wee Vari? Interrupted the dockkeeper. All eyes changed into different directions at this. eyes changed in different directions at this.
I don't even know what
Each
that's
as surprised
supposed
as
to
the
mean.
other. I think they mean they're all looking like at different people than they were looking at
Why
before.
wouldn't they all be looking at Vari?
Vari, I don't know. Well, I suppose Vari was probably looking at Kane, and at that she probably looked at the dockkeeper. And Kane was probably looking at Vari, and at that he probably also would have looked at the dockkeeper.
I guess.
And Bran, I guess, was looking at the dockkeeper and maybe he's not looking at Vari. I don't know.
This is so stupid.
I myself was horrified at the fact that this man knew me when I had no recollection of who he was. I replied uncertainly. Then a sudden realization hit me.
So you do know who he is?
Apparently. I looked at the man more thoroughly, squinting as I struggled to take Squinting as I struggled to take off 12 or so years out of his Sorry, this doesn't make sense. I'm struggling with it. I struggled to take off 12 or so years off his rough, wrinkled skin and greasy grey hair.
Right. She's trying to imagine him 12 years younger.
Yeah. Funnily enough. So his name is Arkley. Arkley. But his first name was something different.
Oh no, what was it?
Randy! It's another Randy! I don't know why. And then I've remembered Randy.
Or decided that's a fucking stupid name, let's not use that.
Again.
And
so I've changed it to Arkley a little while later.
Interesting. Did you fix the earlier ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, so I fixed all of them.
Okay.
There's a couple. Arkley? I asked, unsure if I'd gotten it right. The old man nodded eagerly and laughed loudly. It is you! My Toria, haven't you changed? He cried gleefully. Yeah, she was a street urchin. Yeah. Stepping forward and giving me a back-breaking hug that seemed a touch too strong for a man of his age.
Okay, judgy.
Yeah, weakling. As I extended my neck in an attempt to free my airway, I caught a glimpse of Kane's face, which resembled something along the lines of confused annoyance. Arkley stepped back, finally, and held me by the shoulders, beaming down at me. I've kept the ephemeral in good nick, just as your father would have done, he told me sincerely. I nodded solemnly. Arkley...
So, okay.
His ship's just been here the whole time, I guess?
I guess, and it's clearly not his ship.
Yeah, whose ship is it?
Well, if it was her
implies
father's ship.
Yeah, it implies that it was her father's ship. So
and then he died.
So who
it's
Vari's ship now.
But this guy has just been sitting on it all this time instead of, I don't know,
selling it and giving Vari the money so she didn't have to live on the streets.
On the fucking streets. And what happened to Vari's mother?
Well, I do know that, but we haven't. I don't think we've gone there yet.
Okay.
But it will come into play, I'm pretty sure, at some point. Okay. Yes, I've kept, as your father would have done, he told me sincerely. I nodded solemnly. Arkley had spent countless days running after me. Back then, he'd been a simple boat boy. A boat boy?
How old is he? If he's an old man now, and this was only 12 years ago...
How old is Vari? That makes her sound like she's in her 40s.
So Vari we think is what, 17, I think? 16?
No, they're older, remember, because I think she's 18.
She's 18.
Yeah, and Kane's 21.
Okay. So 12 years ago she would have been 6.
Yeah.
So that kind of tracks.
Yeah.
But if Arkley is, I don't know, he sounds like he's in his 60s.
Yeah. 12 years ago, she wouldn't have been 6. She was 8. If she's 18 now, she would have been 8. No, she would have been...
She would have been 6. 6 plus 2 makes 8, plus 10 makes 18. Why are you
12 years ago. Fuck, sorry, I got confused. I was thinking 6 years ago.
No, 12 years ago.
Yeah, no, sorry, yeah.
Even if it was 6 years ago, she wouldn't have been 8.
No.
Anyway, my point is, it sounds like Arkley is in his 60s or something.
Yeah.
Which means he'd be if we assume he's 60, he would have been 48?
Yeah.
When he was a boat boy?
Yeah.
That's an old boat boy.
Yeah.
And he's really
wizened
in the last...
Yeah, unless we've done what we, have said that we hated and just assumed that everyone over the age of 30 is, like, decrepit.
Is ancient.
Yeah.
I mean, she said he had, like, greasy grey hair and, like...
Yeah. Maybe the sea's rough on a man, I guess.
It doesn't sound like he's on the sea, though.
No.
Like, if he was a boat boy on the docks and now is the dock keeper, whatever that may be, like, he's not actually on the ocean.
No. Anyway. Yeah.
It's stupid.
Arkley had spent countless days running after me. Back then, he'd been a simple boat boy, keeping things in order, patrolling and double-checking mooring lines. More often than not, my mother paid him to keep an eye on me as I waited for my father to return.
So you do remember him?
Yeah. Yeah,
Quite a lot.
I do now, because I've recognised who he was.
Yeah, I don't know.
That's what I said.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like I have no idea who this person is, and then, like, it's a lot of memories all of a sudden, I think.
Well, no, she probably has all the memories, but she's only just realising that this is the
Attached it
person.
him.
Yeah. I don't think she's got amnesia or anything.
No, I didn't think that.
No. He'd obviously been promoted to dock keeper since then, which is basically the same thing, except he got men to boss around to do those jobs rather than doing them himself, and so marginally higher pay.
So it's not the same thing at all.
No.
Because you're not doing those things.
No.
You're
just making sure they're done.
Making sure they're done.
Yeah.
Which is a very different job.
Yeah. I'm sure me pa would be grateful, I replied politely, smiling slightly. I resisted the urge to smirk as Kane's brow shot up at surprise, hearing my manners. Yeah, it's fair.
Fair.
Yeah. Do you mind if I climb aboard to take a look around? I asked hesitantly, purposely making myself look smaller, hanging my head briefly before raising my eyes up at the man.
She's giving the puppy dog eyes.
Yeah.
Oh, please, sir.
Oh, please, sir.
Can I go on the boat?
I risked a glance at Kane, but I quickly looked away when I found his steely gaze staring intently at me.
Yeah, he knows you're full of shit.
He hadn't bought my act by the look of his face, but thankfully Arkley fell for it. Of course, my child. Come, he said. Whose ship is it?
Well, exactly. Like, is it his ship? Does he own it now?
I don't know.
Or is it her ship? In which case, like, she doesn't need to ask permission. It's her boat.
Of course, my child. Come, he said, beckoning as he made his way.
Made his way where?
Don't know, but I think I've got a time jump.
Oh.
Well, I've got insert 3 stars here, so I think it's a page break. So again, if you want to sponsor us, here is where your ad would go. So you get a lot for your money. I sat in silence on the prow of the boat, the waves rocking me ever so gently as I gazed out at the ocean, watching over the edge of the world. Oh, she's a flat earther.
From this lagoon, I can see the end of the world.
Yeah. I sighed softly and closed my eyes, letting the motion of the boat fill me. It's her, but it's me. I was amazed at the calming effect that the gentle rocking motion had on me.
So did Vari go sailing with her father?
Maybe she went on short trips with him.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, she's making it sound like, I grew up on the sea.
Yeah.
And so, like, this is home to me.
Yeah, maybe she did. I don't know. We don't know. So.
We don't fucking know.
No. I felt movement next to me, and I opened my eyes. It was Bran.
Obviously.
Yeah. Well, it could have been Kane, because...
I don't feel like Kane would be coming sitting down next to him being like, so, your daddy's ship, is it?
Yeah. He was glaring at Kane, and I couldn't resist the small...
So he's still here?
Yeah.
Why hasn't he left?
I don't know, maybe it's his boat now.
That seems like...
a mighty coincidence.
Quite a stretch.
Or maybe he's just making sure that they don't steal stuff because he doesn't trust her.
Yeah, but if it's her boat, or like her dad's boat,
but wait, I don't think it is though. Like, I know logically, yes, the chain of,
well, but like, okay,
command, but that's not the word.
But the thing is, it's either she's inherited it, in which case it's her boat, or it belongs to Arkley, in which case he said she can go on it. So there's really no need for Kane to still be.
It might not be Arkley's boat though, because he's just the dock keeper.
But if he's like, oh yeah, you can go on it, like,
that's because he's, the dock keeper and he's looking after the boat, so he's like, yeah, sure, go on it, go on. I don't think the boat's Arkley's.
Well, whose is it?
I don't know, but it's not Arkley's.
I mean, there's a light on in the cabin. Is there not somebody on it?
Yeah, maybe we'll find out soon.
Otherwise, somebody's left a fucking candle burning in a ship.
Which is not a good thing
unattended.
to do. Yeah.
Which
historically hasn't gone well.
There won't be a boat.
No. He was glaring at Kane, and I couldn't resist the small grin that spread across my face. Kane caught my eye, and I looked away sharply, laughing under my breath. He looked like he'd been forced to drink sour milk. Are you finished? Kane asked in a dull voice. I raised my brow at him and tilted my head as I stood up. You don't have to stay, I said, my voice soft and taunting. How do I know you won't just knock this gentleman on the head and make off with the boat? It's a ship. I don't think she could.
Sail it on her own.
No. Needs multiple people to do that.
It is a 50-meter long ship.
Yes. It is a ship.
It is a ship.
Yeah. He asked, raising his brow as he shifted his weight towards me. I laughed and walked past him, purposefully brushing his shoulder. His reaction surprised me. I expected him to simply brush me off, ignore me. Instead, he stepped sharply to the side and whirled around to face me. I shifted my head to the side and smirked before I replied, You don't. I'm staying, Kane replied brusquely. I raised a brow in reply before turning to Arkley.
Is Kane on the boat now?
Yeah.
Right.
They're all on the boat.
Sure.
Duh, keep up. I raised a brow in reply before turning to Arkley. Her brows are very chatting.
They are.
They say a lot.
Never stopping. Mm-mm. Always doing up and down and frown and saying, I'm going to kill you.
Apparently some people can not raise just one. Yeah.
I can only do this one on its own. I can do both. Or I can do my right one.
I can do both, but the right one's a little harder. But yeah, apparently there's people that can't do it. I suppose it's like people that can't wink.
I can't wink.
You can't?
I mean, like, I can't do it naturally.
Really?
I have to, like, scrunch my whole face up.
Huh. Weird.
I have to squint, basically.
It's weird. You blink owlishly?
I just don't put myself in a situation where I have to wink. Huh. I think I'm one of those people who just, like, I don't have a lot of control over my body. Like, I can't wiggle my ears. I can't do the Spock thing. I can't click my fingers.
I know, that's weird. I didn't know you couldn't do that until recently. You can't click your tongue. Yeah.
I can't roll my tongue. I can't do any of those things that only some people can do. I can't do any of them. I can lift one eyebrow though.
There you go.
So
you got that one. Yeah.
I've got that. And I can see pictures in my head. Which,
well, I can't do that.
Got the one up on you there.
Alright. Where was I? I'm staying. Oh, that's right. Her brows are replying to Arkley. No, to Kane. Can I go below? I asked politely. Arkley frowned and shook his head. Sorry, lass, I didn't have the keys, he replied softly, so it's not his boat.
Okay, so who's in the fucking cabin? And why is he letting her wander around on somebody else's boat?
I don't know.
That makes it worse.
Maybe he knows who does own it very well and is like, he'll be fine with it. He replied softly, upturning his palms to the moonlit sky. I tried to hide my disappointment by shrugging indifferently. I saw Bran stand in the corner of my eye. Do you want to leave? He asked me. I bit my lip. The honest answer was no, but the night was irritating me. With a capital K.
Okay.
I'd have to sneak back later. The locks were old, and I doubted the dockskeeper would have changed them. Sir Knight. What? That was a little stroke. Sorry. I will leave Sir Knight in peace, I said, sarcasm dripping off my voice. I turned towards the dock and jumped over the rail. It's only 20 feet.
It's 20 feet down. I'm also, I really am wondering if Vari knows what sarcastic means.
Well, she's calling him Sir Knight.
I guess, but we'll leave him in peace. I don't know, it just doesn't...
No, I think the Sir Knight is the sarcasm though.
Okay. But he is a knight.
Yeah, he is, but she's using it
pejoratively.
Yeah. I turned towards the dock and jumped over the rail. I hit the dock with a thud, and my knees gave way beneath me.
They shattered.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I sat down ungracefully on the dock. I moaned softly, and the quiet chuckle I heard behind me berated me and bore down on my pride.
Okay.
I heard...
Dramatic.
Yeah. I mean, it is pretty embarrassing. Speaking of as someone who has stacked in front of people many a time, it is a little bit...
Oh yeah, of course, but like, you know...
Especially when it's someone that you hate.
Yeah.
You don't want that person to see you stack it.
No.
I heard 2 set of feet thud next to me as both Kane and Bran vaulted over after me.
Okay, so they're fine.
I looked up to see Kane standing over me, his hand outstretched, his face mocking. Oh! Well, it took me a second, but wow.
What? Keep reading.
You are the wart on the arse of evil, I seethed, ignoring his hand and pushing myself up.
What a fucking drama.
I know!
Sheer delight.
Delicious.
Kane's on the ass of
I know, that's what I was like. Does that say what I think it does?
What an insult.
Can't cover them. Kane smirked and stepped back, letting me stand up. He gestured for me to walk ahead of him. I glared at him briefly before Bran took my arm and steered me away. You're gonna get hung with that foul mouth of yours, he muttered to me under his breath. I laughed.
I don't think you can hang people for insulting you unless you're a king. Like, we went through this the last time.
Did we?
Cain threatened to hang her for assaulting him. Like, unless you're the king and it's treason, it's not a hangable offense. Like, he can dislike her,
dick. Yeah.
but you can't hang her.
I can't. That's a little extreme.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, that's the end of the chapter.
So I feel like that last moment with Cain was almost something.
Yeah.
Like when she fell over and he's like, and then goes to help her up and she's just like, you suck.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah, that's almost like a little bit of friendly banter. Almost.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's almost flirting.
Yeah.
Everything else was awful, but there was almost a hint of potential in that moment.
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
It was nearly there.
It was nearly there.
It was nearly something.
Yeah.
I have so many questions.
Who has the boat?
Who owns the boat?
Is the boat going to be important?
Probably.
I feel like this is the last we're going to hear about the boat.
I don't think we're ever going to see the boat again.
No.
Unless...
But I feel like it's Vari's boat.
Probably.
Unless maybe her dad was like in debt when he died, so they had to sell the boat to pay off the debts, maybe?
The thing is that it's not clear.
No.
So, like, if the dock keeper doesn't have the keys to below decks, who has the keys?
The owner.
Yes. And then Vari goes, I bet the locks are old and the dock keeper wouldn't have changed them.
I think that was me referencing that...
Vari's a fucking idiot?
No, that the docks are locked. So you can't get to the docks. Because nowadays, docks are locked and you can't get through to them. So I think that's what I was thinking of.
She reckoned?
Yeah.
It sounded to me like she was thinking about, like, because it was immediately after he was like, I don't have the keys, I'm sorry you can't go downstairs. And she was like, oh, that's fine, I'll come back, I'll sneak back later, I bet he wouldn't have changed the locks. Like, I don't know. It also, like, I don't know, doesn't feel to me illegal to go to a dock.
No, not to a dock.
Like, are these...
onto another ship.
Sure, but like, I don't know, maybe it's my, like, fantasy brain, but like, I usually imagine like a dock as like a fairly bustling place where, you know,
well, you
there are
private docks,
lots of people around.
Yeah, a trade dock, sure, but not all docks are public.
Sure, but like, I feel like surely this is not like a dock where the rich and famous have their yachts. Like, it seems like a trade dock to me. Especially if Vari's dad was a merchant sailor, and that's where his dock is, and that's where like Vari spent her childhood running amok up and down the jetties. Yeah. Like, I don't know, that doesn't reek of private dock to me unless her father was really loaded. In which case,
I doubt it.
How did she end up living on the street?
Yeah.
And I have so many questions. How did Bran know about the boat? Like, what is the blacksmith's apprentice doing on the docks?
Delivering stuff? Did he trade it? Delivering horseshoes? I don't know. Delivering swords?
Swords? This also predicates like Vari having told Bran.
Well, I think we've established that because they do seem to have quite a good like friendship. They've known each other for a while.
Sure, but I don't get the vibes that Vari is like super keen to be like talking about a backstory.
Well, I don't know. She did venture something when she was like in a dark place. So with Corey, that's how Corey knows.
I don't think she does. Personally, my memory of that is that like Vari just drifted off and had her thoughts and didn't tell Corey. I don't know what she was thinking about. Because when Corey was bandaging her up, the only thing she just quoted song lyrics out of. Yeah. Anyway, the other question is, what is Cain doing at the docks?
Yeah.
Like, if he's the captain of the city guard, we're clearly outside the city, and he was at the pub a minute ago.
Well, he's not captain of this city's guard. He's there as a diplomatic thing.
But wasn't he? He said he's taking over charge of the city guard or whatever.
Was he?
Yeah, that's what he told Vari.
No.
So
well, maybe he's just making sure that, like, you know, the security on the docks is squared away
in the middle of the night.
Yeah. Wow, he's a busy man. He's got little redheads to pester.
Well, exactly. He doesn't seem to be doing anything other than following Vari around, making pain out of himself. I mean, I guess something happened, but it was, I don't know.
Interesting. I do stand by the name of the boat, though. I like that.
Yeah, the name of the boat's good.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
That's what we said.
Well, that's that.
That's
I
that.
guess. There's a boat.
There's a boat. The boat.
The boat.
As the margin suggested.
Yep. That is it. That is what that was about. Okie dokie. Well. Musical intelligence. Okay, so now we're moving on to the part of the podcast. What we read, where we talk about what we read.
Yep, we do that.
We do that.
Yep. What are you reading?
Real books.
We talk about the books that we read.
We talk about the books we read. So this week I am reviewing the book Babel by R.F. Kuang, I think. I don't know how to pronounce that name.
One of those things where you've never had to pronounce it out loud.
Exactly.
At that exact moment, you're like, I didn't think it was hard enough.
I think it's Kuang. Anyway.
Apologies if it's incorrect.
Apologies if I fucked that up. Anyway, it's a really good book.
Sweet. Anyway, so I was reading.
Look, the name
Job done.
Well, I was like, should I mention that it was written by a Chinese author? And then I was like, does that sound like me trying to justify why I can pronounce her name? Her name. Oh, sorry. And so I got distracted thinking about whether I should say that, and then I was like, the book.
It was good.
There's a book.
I like it.
Okay, let me try that again. So Babel is set in a sort of alternate history of 1800s Oxford in England, where there's magic.
Cool.
Magic system is fucking cool, and so the tower, there is a tower called Babel in Oxford in this world, because the way that magic works is you engrave two words on either end of a silver bar in two different languages, and they have to be words that are technically synonyms but have different connotations in each different language, and the magic comes from the dissonance between the two meanings. So, like, to use an example in English, like the difference between like a cottage in the forest and a cabin in the woods. Like, technically, they're the same thing, but the vibe is different. And so, you have to make the magic work, you have to find synonyms in different languages that kind of mean the same thing but not really.
Yeah.
And so the Babel is where this magic is done, and so everybody who works there is a linguist, because you need people who speak many different languages to be able to make the magic work. And the whole country of England runs on magic. So like, you know, rich people have the silver bars in their houses to make their tea always stay hot, and to have, you know, like basically electric lighting, and they run the cars and they hold up the bridges and they make the buildings stand up, and like it's like embedded in everything.
Mm-hmm.
Now what this book actually is a phenomenal critique of colonialism and empire building.
Okay.
Because Britain, as she wanted to do in those days, was basically colonizing other countries, but they were doing that to basically poach their languages.
Yeah.
And the main character of this book is a Chinese boy from, is he from Beijing? No, it wasn't Beijing. I don't know, he was from China. And basically one of these linguists had gone to China, found like his whole family had died of the plague, and this guy picked him up, took him home, taught him to speak English and a bunch of other languages, and is basically using him to like help run the British Empire.
Yeah.
And you know, this kind of like, as the story goes on, he sort of starts to realize more and more that everything that he's ever wanted, which was to be a Babel scholar and to be a linguist at this university, was to help Britain destroy his home country.
Yeah.
And like the sort of scholars of color, because he sort of is with some other kids who kind of has similar things happen to them, are never like truly accepted in Oxford, and they're treated poorly, and they're never, you know, there's racism, essentially, but they're also needed. And like, I won't say anything about where the story goes, but it ain't going where you think it's going.
Cool.
Phenomenally well written.
Yeah. I've heard a lot about it.
I cried.
Yeah.
I cried a lot. And yeah, it was just a scathing commentary on the colonial project and the empire building of the British Empire, as well as a super cool magic system. And you know, knowing that it was written by a Chinese author, like, you know, you can kind of see she making a point.
Yeah, exactly.
So yeah, excellent. Highly recommend Babel. It was very cool. I also happened to be on holidays in England and visited Oxford just after I finished this book, so it was very cool to kind of be there. But yeah, highly recommend it. It's really, really good.
Cool.
It's really, really good.
Awesome. Add it to my list.
Yeah. So what about you? What are you reading?
So I've been going through the Ben Aronovich catalogue.
Oh, yes.
The Rivers of London.
There's so many.
There's so many, and I like had a big hiatus of reading, and so there's been a few new ones that have come out, and I couldn't remember anything of any of them. So I've been going through it, but I actually read What Abigail Did That Summer for the first time, which is one of the novellas.
Yep.
And I really enjoyed it. More than I thought. Like, I know I like Aronovich. Like, I do quite enjoy all of his books. But I wasn't really sold, because I think that's why I didn't read it when it came out, because I wasn't really sold on Abigail. Like, she's in the books, I know her. She's fine, I quite like her. But I wasn't really that keen to read a novel. A novella about her. But it was great. I really liked it. It was like, hats off to him. He wrote a preteen girl very well. Like, Abigail was great. Like, I actually really enjoyed being in her head. And it made me really like connect with her a bit more. And appreciate her presence
in the main story,
and understand why she's there a little bit more as well, because you got a lot more on her, sort of her backstory and her family life and whatnot. And it was really, really cool. And I love foxes. I want magic talking boxes. Yep. Is what it basically comes down to.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was really, really cool. A really interesting way to have her involved because like they're all like crime mystery.
Supernatural
mystery basically.
Yeah.
And obviously she is a young girl. So it was a really interesting way to get her involved without it seeming a little bit implausible. Because it was basically a bunch of kids going missing, and one of them kind of was her friend, so naturally she's involved with it that way.
Yeah.
So yeah, I really, really